welcome back to the Beach Bum Bookworm. I am Tiffany. I'm so glad y'all found me again today. My channel is all about cozy mysteries and romance books, and today I'm continuing my Spotlighting Cozy series. We've been talking about animal cozies. Today we're starting with authors whose last names start with L. I do not know how far we will get. Let me know which of these that you read, if I should bump up any of these in my TBR, because most of them have or will be going on my TBR. Anything else that you want to talk about with Cozy Mysteries, down there's a place to do it. On your way down to comment, do not forget to stop and hit the subscription and that notification bell, because that's going to tell you when I put out new videos each and every week. All right, let's get right into this spotlight looking at animal cozies in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, before we jump into this list, it's announcement time. I'll be short, sweet, to the point, hopefully. So the first thing I want to say is we have a lot going on in April. Cozy Row from Cozy Reads Mysteries Night have been collaborating on some, well, we hope you find fun activities. And we are doing our first ever book club book this month. We'll be picking one book a month. This one for April is called A Dark and Stormy Murder by Julia Buckley. I'll put it right here. We are going to be discussing this book April 24th at 4 p.m. on my channel for our Saturday night mystery chat. We hope that you'll read it. We hope that you will come chat it up with us. We will also be announcing at that point our May read, and I hope it's a good one. I'm really excited about it. So the other announcement is that we are doing something called the Cozy Mystery Knockout Challenge. It's going to be 4 months long, but you're only reading 2 books a month. So this month we are reading our first ever knockout, our face-off. It is culinary themed. So both books are culinary themed. We are going to read both of these. We're going to be discussing them the third Saturday in April, which I think is April 17th. We will be doing that at 5 p.m. on my channel. We hope that you will read them with us, and then what we're going to do is everybody kind of talk about them, debate them, whatever, and then we're going to vote, and whichever one wins is going to move on. I feel like there should be like a Rocky theme song to this little session. Like weighing in at 278 pages. Okay, anyways. So the two culinary mysteries you ask, well, I'll tell you. The first one is Cobbler to Death by Rosemary Ross. It is right here. And the second one will be Penne Dreadful. It'll be right here by Catherine Bruns. I have now read both of them, and I can't wait to talk about them. I didn't even rate them on Goodreads because I didn't want anybody to know what I thought of them, but I'm super excited to discuss them. Again, that'll be April 17th at 5 p.m. Hope you will join us, give us your opinion, vote, and yeah, it's going to be so much fun. Amish in April is also going on. That is being put on and has been created by The Bookish Knitter, which is Sarah. Awesome channel. If you have not subscribed, you need to go do so. And Lizzie Faye Loves Books. Elizabeth from Lizzie Faye Loves Books is absolutely amazing, has a wonderful channel. Both of those will be in the link below. They created Amish in April, and they have the cutest little prompt, and there's all sorts of really, really fun things, and I can't wait to take part in that. All right, now let's get into this list. All right, so the first series is the Jane Austen Mystery Series. It's by Laura Levine. The first book is called This Pen for Hire. It's right here. I know that it doesn't sound like it, but this was included on all the lists for animal cozies. It says, smarmy personal ads, daring declarations of love, writer for hire, Jane Austen has penned them all. But when one of the love connections she made is broken up by murder, Jane finds herself freelancing free of charge and uncovering more than she bargained for. No one seems to need her help more than geeky gawky Howard Murdoch. His request is simple enough, a letter proclaiming his undying love for Stacey Lawrence, a gorgeous aerobics instructor. The fact that he's never actually met the woman gives Jane pause. Yeah, but she soon overcomes her misgivings, warms up her computer, and starts pitching woo on Howard's behalf. To Jane's surprise, the letter is a success. The unlikely Romeo lands a date, but his triumph is shortly and sadly lived. On Valentine's Day, Howard finds Stacy bludgeoned to death with a thigh master and is quickly named the prime suspect. Upon hearing the news, Jane is shocked. I'm shocked too. Sure, Howard's awkward, eccentric, and a tiny bit odd, but a murderer? That's hard to believe, especially after a little sleuthing turns up a whole bunch of people who harbored less than loving feelings towards Stacy. There are 18 books in that series. Again, it says it's an animal cozy. There you go. It sounds fabulous. I do know that. The series, that synopsis sounded great. It just didn't have an animal in it. So I don't know. So the next series is called the Purr and Bark Pet Shop series. This is by T.C. Lo Tempio. The first book is called The Time for Murder is Meow. It's right here. It says, to save their pet shop, Shell and her two furry sidekicks must catch a killer. Shell McMillan sees the cancellation of her TV show as a blessing in disguise. The former actress can now take over her late aunt's pet shop, the Purr and Bark, and do something she loves. While getting the shop ready for reopening, Shell is asked to loan her aunt's Cary Grant posters for a local museum exhibit. She finds the prospect exciting until a museum board member who has a long-standing feud with her late aunt votes against it. When she discovers the board member dead in the museum, Shell becomes suspect number one. Can she, her Siamese cat Kalua, and her new sidekick, her aunt's Persian Purday, find the culprit, or will her latest career go up in kitty litter? Says there's only one book in that series. I don't know if there'll be more, but that sounds super fun. The next series, again by the same author, is the Cat Rescue series. The author's name is T.C. Lo Tempio. The first book is called Purr M for Murder. It's right here. It says the main character is Sydney. She returns to Deer Park, North Carolina from New York. She helps her sister run the local animal shelter. Sydney McCall left behind an ex-fiance and a New York advertising job to return home to Deer Park, North Carolina, and help her sister Kat run the local animal shelter, Friendly Paws. Determined to save the shelter from financial trouble, Sydney and Kat organize a cat cafe fundraising event at a local coffee shop. Things are looking up until their landlord, Trowbridge Littleton, threatens to shut down the event. When Sydney drops by his art gallery to make peace, she finds Kat along with Littleton's dead body. Local homicide detective Will Worthington, who just happens to be Sydney's old high school crush, is highly suspicious of the sisters' involvement. Desperate to clear their names from the suspect list, Sydney pounces on the investigation. With the help of one of the shelter cats, a savvy orange tabby named Toby, Sydney begins poking her nose into other local businesses whose owners may have benefited from Littleton's death. 2 books in that series, another one that sounds really good. So the next series and the last series by T.C. Lo Tempio is the Nick and Nora mystery series. The first book is called Meow If It's for Murder. It's right here. The main character is Nora Charles. She is a sandwich shop owner, and Nick, her cat, in California. It says, Nora Charles doesn't believe in fate, even if she's a crime reporter who shares a name with a character from The Thin Man. In fact, she's moving back to Cruz, California to have a quieter life. But after finding an online magazine eager for material and a stray cat named Nick with a talent for detection, Nora's not just reporting crimes again, she's uncovering them. Back in her hometown, Nora reconnects with old friends and makes some new ones, like Nick, the charming feline who seems determined to be her cat. But not everything about Cruz is friendly. Writing for a local online magazine, Nora investigates the curious death of socialite Lola Granger. Though it was deemed an accident, Nora suspects foul play, and it seems that her cat does too. Apparently, Nick used to belong to a PI who's disappeared while investigating Lola Granger's death. The coincidence is spooky, but not as spooky as the clues Nick spells out with her Scrabble letters. Clues that lead her down an increasingly dangerous path. 3 books in that series. Holy moly, the cat's spelling, y'all. Oh my gosh. So the next series is called the Whiskey, Tango, and Foxtrot Mystery Series. It's by Dixie Lyle. The first book is called A Taste for Murder. It's right here. It says the main character is Deidre, who goes by Foxtrot. She is administrative assistant to an ultra-rich employer. This also features Tango, her telepathic cat, and Tiny, her shape-shifting dog. Meet Deidre. Foxtrot Lancaster, trusted employee of eccentric zillionaires Zelda Zorinski. Foxtrot manages a mansion, a private zoo, and anything else that strikes her boss's fancy. Her job title is administrative assistant, but chaos handler would be more accurate. Especially after she glimpses a giant ghost beast in Zelda's pet cemetery. For some strange reason, Foxtrot is seeing animal spirits. And ready or not, in this mystery from Dixie Lyle, the fur's about to hit the fan. It says that there are 5 books in this series. I don't know if that series for me, but there are going to be people who are really into paranormal that absolutely love it. So the next series is the Jacques and Cleo Cat Detective Mystery Series. This is by Gilbert Morris. The first book is called What the Cat Dragged In. It's right here. It says the main character, Jacques and Cleo, and their human, Kate Forrest in Alabama. A charming new mystery series from beloved and best-selling author. Jacques the Ripper, a tough-minded Savannah breed of feline, fierce and enormous with a mind of his own. And Cleo, a multicolored rag doll with long silky hair. Cleo is as affectionate as Jacques is tough, and her favorite mode of transportation is draped over the shoulder of the nearest human. In their debut mystery, Jacques and Cleo and their owner, or rather the human they own, Kate Forrest, and her son Jeremy moved to a beautiful beach house in Gulf Shores, Alabama, left to Kate by a distant relative. The catch is that another distant relative, wannabe novelist and bona fide cat hater, Jake, has also inherited an interest in the house. Undeterred, Kate and Jeremy move in the downstairs quarters, and Jake takes his separate apartment upstairs. Then, when a murder occurs, everyone is stumped, but feline sleuths Jacques and Cleo come to the rescue and reveal the identity of the killer. 3 books in that series. There was a lot going on there. So the next series is called the Positively Organic Mystery Series. It is written by Liz McGovero. The first book is called Needing to Die. It's right here. I'm sorry if I pronounced the name wrong. This person also writes as Kate Conte, who had another animal series. Don't remember which one, but it was in that spotlight. So this one says the main character, Stan, is an ex-corporate public relations executive, and Nutty, her Maine Coon cat. This takes place in a small town of Hopeville, Connecticut. It says, maybe the best thing that has ever happened to Kristen, Stan Connor, was losing her high-stress public relations job. Now, there's plenty of time to spend her in her sleepy little New Connecticut hometown working on her dream job, baking healthy, organic pet treats. Before long, the neighborhood dogs are escaping their yards to show up at Stan's doorstep, begging for the kinds of special homemade treats her Maine Coon cat, Nutty, loves so much. And Stan's pet-loving neighbors are thrilled with the new organic options available to their furry family members. But not everyone loves Stan and her newfangled organic ways. It seems Carol, the town vet, is from the old school of pet care. But when Stan swallows her pride and brings a very unwilling Nutty in for a checkup, she not only finds Carol dead under a pile of kibble, but also that she's in the doghouse as the prime suspect. This has 7 books in it. It says it includes gourmet pet food recipes. That sounds adorable. The next series is the Joey Gray Cat Mystery Series by Shirley Razoo Murphy. The first book is called Cat on the Edge. It's right here. It says the main character is Joe Gray, who is a private investigator, and Dulcie, his girlfriend, and Kit, their sidekick. It takes place in California. It's been quite a week for Joe Gray. First, the large, powerful feline discovers that through some strange, inexplicable phenomenon, he now has the ability to understand human language. Oh my gosh, Joe Gray is a cat. I thought it was a main character. I'm sorry. Wow, totally got this whole thing wrong. Okay, so Joe Gray is a cat who, by some strange, inexplicable phenomenon, has now the ability to understand human language. Then he discovers he can speak it as well. It's a nightmare for a cat who prefers to sleep the day away carefree, but Joe can handle it. That is until he has the misfortune to witness a murder in the alley behind Jolly's Deli. And worse, he's seen witnessing it. With all of his 9 lives suddenly at risk, Joe's got no choice but to get to the bottom of this heinous crime. 21 books in that series. Oh my gosh, I'm going to have to check that out. I don't know if it'll be one I care for, because again, it sounds like there's, paranormal in the sense of a cat talking and all that stuff, but it does sound cute, so I am looking into it. Let me know if you read it and how it is. Next one is the Miss Ruffles Mystery Series by Nancy Martin. It says the first book is called Miss Ruffles Inherits Everything. It's right here. The main character is Sunny. They are a personal assistant to Miss Ruffles, the wealthiest dog in Mulestop, Texas. Oh my gosh, I am loving these. These books sound so cute. It says, rich and flamboyant Honeybell Hensley, the most colorful character in Mule, Texas, dies a suspicious death and enrages the whole town by leaving her worldly fortune to the most undeserving recipient, her dog. The incorrigible Miss Ruffles is a Texas cattle cur, not a cuddly lapdog, and when Honeybell was alive, Miss Ruffles liked nothing better than digging up Honeybell's famous rose garden after breakfast, chasing off the UPS man before lunch, and terrorizing the many gentlemen callers who came knocking at cocktail hour. But now, Miss Ruffles is in danger, and it's up to Sunny, the unwilling dog sitter, to keep her safe. Sunny is new to Texas, and sometimes she feels as if she's fallen into an alien world. If it isn't the pistol-packing football fans and the sweet-talking yet ruthless ladies of the garden club who confound her, it's the rowdy rodeo hounds and the tobacco-spitting curmudgeons at Critter Control who have her baffled. With a killer on the loose and a cowboy lawyer keeping a suspicious eye on her every move, Sunny needs all the help she can get understanding how Texans think. There's more to Honeybell's death than meets this Yankee's eye, and Sunny has Miss Ruffles to protect too. It's a bucking bull ride of an adventure for Sunny, and if she's not careful, she might just get killed or lassoed in the... Oh my God, there's only one book in that series. I hope there's more, because even though I haven't read it, that sounds like something I would love. Oh my gosh, I am so checking that out very, very soon. If you've read it, let me know if it's as good as I think it sounds, because that was my favorite one. So the next series is called the Dog Walker Mystery Series. It's by Judy McCoy. The first book is called Hounding the Pavement. It's right here. It says the main character is Ellie Engelman. She is the owner of a dog walking business, and Rudy, Ellie's faithful Yorkie companion. Meet Ellie Engelman, psychic dog walker. Says the newest dog walker on Manhattan's Upper East Side has a talent. She can hear what her canine clientele is thinking. So when dog owners turn up dead, Ellie must bone up on her sleuthing and perk up her ears to find a killer. 6 books in that series. All right, guys. So that was the last animal spotlight for this video. And until next time, may all your future reads be 5 stars. Bye, everyone.